bases and the physical properties of these bases. Now when we are talking about the base, we must know what is the definition of base. But before coming to the definition, we must understand some of the basic physical properties of these bases. So coming on to the properties. So whenever we talk about the bases, that means we are studying about those compounds which actually contains hydroxide. That means all bases contain hydroxide ion. It is actually an anion because it has a negative part. Also, some of the bases may even contain oxides. So this is the most common property in all bases. That means all bases have hydroxide ion, or they may be some of the oxides. Also, when we talk about the physical properties, all bases are actually bitter in taste. So when we had talked about the acids in the previous videos, we have talked that all acids are sour in taste. But in the case of bases, all bases are bitter in taste. So it is easy to remember as B stands for bitter and B also stands for the bases. So it is quite easy to remember all bases are bitter in taste. The next property of the bases is that they are actually slippery to touch, or we can say they have a soapy appearance, or they are soapy to touch. This was not the case with the acids, it is only the case with the bases. We have discussed three properties, and now the fourth one is actually based on the litmus test or the litmus indicator. If we take the litmus paper or the litmus solution, the litmus will turn red color to the blue color. This basically means that whenever litmus turns from red color to a blue color, that solution has to be a basic solution. That means that solution will surely have either hydroxide ion or the oxide ion. Now these were the important four properties of bases. Now we can clearly define the definition, or we can clearly write the definition of bases. Now from the definition it is clear that all those compounds or all those substances which contains hydroxide ion or the oxide of any metal, that compound or that substance becomes a base. Now to come up with various examples, the most or the easiest to remember is the base which contains sodium metal. So that is sodium hydroxide. It is actually a base. Also there are further examples, like we have calcium hydroxide. The symbol is CaOH whole twice. Also we have potassium hydroxide. So as we can see, all these three types of bases have one thing in common, that is all of them have hydroxide ion. So all these are examples of bases. All these will turn the red litmus to blue, and all these are soluble in water. Now when we talk about the solubility of bases, we should note that almost all bases are soluble in water. That means when we mix all these bases into the water solvent, they will completely mix into the water. And when they mix into the water, they become alkali. So we can say that alkalis are those substances or those bases which can be dissolved into water. So these were the 5 properties of bases. Then we have discussed the definition of bases and then few of the examples. Now the most important point in today's video that is we have to discuss is that the preparation of bases. So when we want to prepare bases in the laboratory, we must know that first we have to make the oxide. So from the metal, we will first obtain the oxide, and from that oxide we will obtain the hydroxide, which is actually the base. Now with these two steps, the first step is from the metal to the oxide. The second step is from the oxide to the hydroxide. So let us prepare sodium hydroxide using these two methods. So first we will take the sodium metal, that is Na. We will react this sodium metal with oxygen, because whenever we have to prepare the oxide, we always have to react that metal with oxygen. So when sodium reacts with oxygen, it will produce sodium oxide, that is Na2O. Now when this oxide reacts with water, so we have Na2O that reacts with H2O, that will result in the formation of the hydroxide, which is NaOH, which is actually a base because it contains hydroxide ion. From the examination point of view, if you are asked to define bases, you can always write those compounds which contains hydroxide ion. If you don't write the oxide part, that will be okay, but generally it contains all the hydroxide ion or the hydroxide part. So this was the concept on bases and the properties of bases. We have discussed the definition of bases, and then we have discussed certain important properties like the litmus test, the alkali part, and then we have discussed the preparation of bases. This preparation involves two steps. In the first step, we have taken the metal, and that metal is reacted with the oxygen to produce the oxide. That oxide will further react with water to produce the hydroxide. Now this was the concept on the bases and their physical properties.